short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Take a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down at 7. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Check 50, check 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check 13, check 13. Check. Fresno,
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Check 52.
Watch out.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's James. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26. Roll.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll run right here with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, Epps. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year, but what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. Flush to his right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 20-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Epps, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Fields on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Fields throw there, complete to Allen.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
They'll start with the option.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run on first down. Epps. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Epps. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Epps, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll buy some time right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The fullback comes through with a big play there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Now a give right side Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry him along."
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Epps, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And taken right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
On 2nd down, Epps. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
First down.
Back to throw, Fields. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Epps. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll keep it on the ground. Epps, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Switch it. Come on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Back at the 44-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
This is Swift on the counter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down now. Epps looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Lions 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they can't connect, incomplete, but that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Off play action, Fields.
Going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.